Alright, welcome back, and I'm going to be showing you what's going to be happening here today. So I've got this lot that's roughly kind of separated, but not really. I mean, it's kind of thrown together. My plan is to be able to make this here pen into a place to where I can work the calves or cows whenever they're on this end of the place. I do have a lot on the far end, which during this time of the year, that's where they're at, but during the spring they're mostly down on this end because I've got them off my hay meadows, so I can cut my hay, bale the hay, whatnot. So my plan is to make a pen here, and I'm going to put a gate right here somewhere to where they can come in. This shuts here, and then I got a little box right here I can kind of push them into an alleyway right here, and it'll go up all the way to that post. Well, I'll say that I'm gonna put a chute right here, end right here. The rest of it will go back. I'll have another gate like this one on this side, hinged right here, for whenever I want to load some up in a trailer. I can swing that gate up over here, load them up in the trailer. Otherwise, I can kick them out to that side, to that patch, open it, and kick them out to this side if that's what I want to do. Last year I bought this gate, and I took out the bottom, or these two runners here, and turned them upright and made it to where the calves could come in here, and I fill this up with feed. When they're 4 or 5 months old, I kind of try to roughly break them to a bunk, and they may not be 100% weaned off the cow, but they do know what a bunk is and they'll come to it, and it kind of helps the cow out too. So that's what I do. That's kind of how I do my stuff around here. It may not be the right way, I don't know, but it seems to work for me. And that's what's going to be happening. So y'all stay tuned and let's get to work. All right, first things first, I'm going to mark off for my post for my alley. I'm going to do my alley roughly 30 inches wide. That will work. Alright, so I got 2 posts there, 2 there. That's what I'm fixing to do. Okay, now I'm going to dig my post 2 foot down. I want to finish this inside fence out at 5 foot high. Most of this is all 6 foot high finished out, but I think it's just going to be easier to work around since we're going to be standing on that side. The cows will be in here coming up. It's just going to be easier kind of getting around, getting over if I need to. I don't really have anything anymore, so I'll be trying to jump out of a 6 foot lot or a 5 foot even now. So that being said, that's what we're going to do. 2 foot down, 5 foot finish. Someone looks nice and cozy in there, not hay. Had a small delay, had to go get my nephew from one of his friend's house, but that gave the batteries time to charge up for the GoPro. So let's get back at it. Okay, so the posts are in. If I would have thought ahead, I would have probably, this post right here, made it a little higher and tied it into this side over here. But I think it's going to be okay. If it gives me an issue, I can always do that later. So basically, this could be the gate right here. They're going to come in, this gate will swing around and it'll stop right here. And then I'll run this here top rail. I'll stop it just this side of this post right here. I'll stop that one just side of the post here, and I'll connect that top rail right there to where we have a wing kind of going down in here to this deal, and they'll go right up through there. Okay, chute's going to sit right here, and I might put a post right here at the end of it, but it might not even need it. So if I don't need it, it ain't going to happen. And then I'll probably, once this top rail's put in, I'll put me some pieces between the top here, connecting this to that there fence on this post and that post right there. And then other than that, that'll be about it. I might put a gate right here, not sure. If it needs it, yeah. If it don't, if I can get by without doing it, I ain't going to. But possibly a gate there. Them things are expensive, so if I don't need one there, I ain't putting one. I'm gonna figure something out right here on this opening here. Plan to try to build a sliding gate on the outside there that'll shut that opening off, or I can slide it back to load them out. We'll see how it goes, but for today, that's all I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna let these set. Tomorrow we'll come in, run top rail, tie it in, and I'll take you down there to the lot, show you what I just finished. I didn't get the video at all, or any of it really, so wished I would have, but I didn't. It's just building fence. So I'll take you down there and show you what I did so far. Okay, so basically when I left off down here, there was no fence here. It was just my opening here. And since then, I got me a gate put on here and ran a fence down there to the pond. This gate right here. It'll swing this way right here. And this one will do the same. So all that junk laying right over yonder is what was in this pond. I pulled it all out, and I went back with this sucker rod and pipe like this right here to separate these two patches. Ran me 4 strands through there. It was a mess. It was 40-year-old wire and all kind of, you name it, it was in there. Did the same thing on this side over here. And so I got this little small patch here on this side. Same on that side. I plan to buy a few more head. I got 30 here right now, but this place will hold about 50 or 60 cows pretty easily. So that's my plan, to try to get to that many, and then that's where I want to be. Vet's coming out tomorrow to preg check, because I have 2 that did not calve last year that I won't check this year. If they are not bred, they're hitting the road and getting me some more. I used these little clips I had left over from when I built my lot to tie in for the wire, like how it turned out. And then I've got these sucker rod that was left over. Needless to say, I overjudged what I needed for sucker rod. And but thankfully it was cheap when I bought it, and got her all did. See her red cow with the horns. We call her Tess, and that was my good friend of mine. That's his wife, her middle name. He passed away in a tragic accident. But anyways, I won't go into all the details, but miss him badly, and think about him a lot. I'm down here at my lots. He helped me pull that heifer, and it was raining cold one night, and I was watching her, and I could tell she was trying to have the calf, but she just couldn't have it. And it was a mess. We got her in a lot down there at the end that was just run down, broken, falling apart. And she jumped in the back of my Ranger. I backed it up to the front of it to block the chute off. And you name it, it went wrong. And we roped her, tied her to a tree. I went and got the trailer. We got her in the trailer, brought her down here to where I could actually do something with her, and we ended up pulling that heifer there. Well, she's a big heifer now. She's fixing a calf. But I kept her, you know, and I'll never get rid of her. It's a good memory I have with him. He helped me set all the posts in this alleyway on the right side here. He helped me set them all. And so every time I'm down here, I always think about him. I miss him. But, you know, there's people in our lives that they're in our lives for a reason. And he's a godly man, good man, and someone you want to be like, you know. But he's in a much better place now, and hate that he ain't here anymore, but that's just kind of how life goes. You never know what it's going to throw at you, but you better be ready when it does. And but anyhow, that was the story on that red heifer there that will never leave this place. Ol Tess. Well, that's all I got for you guys today, so thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next video.